Alright, we're going to do a quick video here on 3 components that I'm going to be listing, and I'm going to try to move quickly, cover a lot of ground in a short amount of time. The first unit we're going to look at is the NAD stereo receiver, model 7125, and you're probably familiar with NAD if you're watching this video. Made in Japan, really compact units, kind of plain styling, but very powerful and functional, and just kind of highly sought after units that are really well thought of. This particular model is a 25 watt per channel receiver it's rated at, but definitely delivers much more punch and power than what you'd expect for that. So we're going to listen to that. We're going to take a listen at the Teac CD P1100 compact disc player, another pretty high-end unit, single disc player from 1987, I believe. And then we're going to do some equalization here as well. This is an ADC sound shaper. It's a stereo frequency equalizer, model SS100SL. So we're going to power up the NAD, and you'll hear a little poof when we turn it on. You hear on some of these units, and we'll start off with it in the FM mode. Let's turn it over to FM. It does have some presets that you can punch in there. I have not really messed with setting the presets, but it does have that capability. You use you tune, and then you just hit your red button there essentially. But we'll leave that for the buyer to read through the manual and learn how to do that. But we'll just show you here. You get the red light there when you're tuned. See if we can get tuned in here. The tuner operates in increments of 0.5, which is kind of interesting. So there you go, we're tuned. So let's go ahead and move over to the Teac. Just wanted to kind of show you how that works. So we're going to hit auxiliary to get over here to our CD player. And even though we have an equalizer hooked up, I don't have it running through the tape monitor like you would typically connect an equalizer. I do have a tape player we're going to listen to here real briefly here in a few moments, just to give you another input to listen to there on the NAD. But I wanted to show off some different inputs there and show that some different inputs are working as opposed to running through the tape monitor and such. So we have a tape deck hooked up. We won't look at that particular model. I'm not listing it at this point, but we will use that feature here in a bit. Let's go ahead and power up this Teac. Hit the power on, and we've got some Jimmy Vaughn, I believe, already in the deck. No, it's not in there. I've pulled it out. Let's hit open. That'll give us an opportunity to see the tray, nice and sturdy. The transports and such much more heavily constructed back on these older units than the units of nowadays, where your whole CD player is the size of a compact disc. Just about these older units. That's a lot of reason why people like those. They're just more solid, more sturdy, more reliable, better parts. You have the nice feet and that type of thing to give you just a more solid play without concern for vibration and what have you. Just far superior to the units of today. So let's close that up, and it's going to give us a readout here. The older units give you a lot more information on your readout as well than what you get nowadays. This unit is remote compatible. I do not have the remote for it, unfortunately. We're going to go ahead though and play this a little bit here. Let's just hit we're going to hit the music skip button right here and push her on out about to track 4 and hit play. And you can see the readout there. 4 is flashing to show us that's what we're listening to. And it's got the typical features that you have on the CD decks. The repeat one track, or repeat all, or the A-B repeat, where you can kind of memorize a certain section and have it repeat that. It's got the shuffle. Let's go ahead and hit shuffle just for the heck of it. We'll hit the shuffle button, the random button. Lights up, and now when we hit music skip, it's just going to kind of think a second, and then let's see where it takes us. It's going to take us to number 10. So that's all functional. One other thing the older units had that you don't see nowadays, it's got a search feature, which is really almost like a fast forward where you can just kind of speed up the unit. So a very solid, well-built unit, very nice deck, and it's got the balance or level, I should say, excuse me, a level button there for your headphone input as well. And there you have it on the Teac CDP1100. We're going to turn on this ADC equalizer for a moment. Let's power that up. Sorry, I thought I had that flat when I turned it on. My mistake. Alright, let's go ahead and turn that off. I thought I had the equalizer off. Didn't mean to blast us all out of here. So you can see the lights are not on, but it does have what they call a spectrum analyzer. So it's analyzing the different frequencies that correlate with the equalizer and telling you what kind of readings you're getting there, and maybe show you what you may want to equalize. So the spectrum analyzer is still working, but no equalization. And now we're going to jump to track 3 over there on the disc. So let's re-engage the equalizer. You'll see the lights come on, but we're pretty much flat right now. And now let's see what happens when you won't get a great audio demonstration on a cell phone video, but we'll show you what the equalization can do. We're going to just turn everything completely down, and you see you just about lost everything there because we've turned everything completely down. Now we'll start bringing it back up here. You can probably start hearing that coming up from the left channel. Right channel coming up now. Don't know if you can tell much of the effects there with what we're doing there on the cell phone video, but now you can see our spectrum analyzer. I mean, we're pretty much peaking out full tilt on everything. So we'll cut that back. On the equalizer, you've also got a tape EQ button and a tape monitor button, which you typically would be running your unit through the equalizer, but we did it today just so we could, like I say, jog over here and play a tape real quickly. And we're going to stop the Teac here. I'm going to shut that down and just real quickly demonstrate the tape capabilities. It's not running through the equalizer. So we're going to hit the tape button, and we got some Dave Edmunds queued up here just to show you that the tape input works as well. Also has a phono. Obviously the older units have that, and the auxiliary and tape. It's got a bass EQ and loudness compensation as well. We'll cut those down and kind of show you what they're doing. Bass equalization off, loudness off, back on. You may not be able to get a whole lot out of what that's doing through a cell phone video, but there you have it. You have the NAD 7125 stereo receiver, the ADC SS100 SL equalizer and sound shaper, and the Teac CDP1100 compact disc player. Thanks for watching.